Huh? Oh, hello there. If you haven't seen Kong Skull Island yet, then you should go see it right now. Pretty awesome movie. Now to the movie review.
Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's me, Cool Robert.
And hey, don't forget about me, dude.
Yeah, Spyro's here with me. You're probably wondering, what are we doing? So, me and Spyro here,
Yep, that's me.
we went to see the movie Kong Skull Island back on Friday. And it was the best movie ever.
Yeah, you got that right, man. And it was awesome. You should go see it.
Yeah, Spyro, it was pretty cool. And one of the guys in the movie theater even mentioned you.
I mean, that guy obviously knows how famous I am, obviously.
So anyways, just to let you know, I'm going to be giving out some spoilers in this movie review for Kong Skull Island. So, if you don't want to hear the spoilers, then just skip to the end. But if you don't really care, then just watch the whole video. The movie begins with some footage from like, no. So the movie starts off with World War II action in the sky. A pilot crashes on Skull Island and he doesn't know it first.
And don't forget that one guy that has a samurai sword.
Yeah, that Japanese guy with the sword. And that one scene where he grabs the sword just to prevent it from stabbing him. Grabbing that sword must have hurt, man. Am I right?
Yeah, grabbing a sword is not cool.
So anyways, after they're fighting, a huge hand grabs the side of the cliff. And then Kong comes out and stares at both of them. The science guy and and his partner, they come into the office of the was it the governor or prime minister? I think he was prime minister.
Yeah, it was Prime Minister.
Whatever. So anyways, they go to him to ask for his permission to go to Skull Island, which is the unknown island they've just discovered with the satellite images. And so he's like, nah, you're crazy. Of course, that's what everyone thinks. And the cool thing is these guys work for Monarch. And if you guys don't remember it back from Godzilla, Monarch was the guys that study giant monsters, like the Mutos. And in the movie, the science guy mentions massive, unidentified terrestrial organisms, which spells Muto.
Yeah, man, it was awesome. Wait, where'd that noise come from?
I don't know. So anyways. Sorry, suffering from a terrible cough. And so after we see all the other characters, like the military guys, the guy that's played by Samuel Jackson, then we see, what was that actor's name? The guy who plays as Loki.
Never trust Loki. Never!
But in this movie, he was not Loki. He was a tracker guy.
Whatever. Whatever, man. I don't care.
Whatever. Then we see the girl who's like a war photo person. I don't know. So after we get to see all those characters, they get prepared to go to the island, get the helicopters, ride through this crazy storm that's surrounding the island. And when they get there, they set up stuff, set up camp, basic stuff. Fly in the helicopters again. Use these weird bomb things to map the island, which was a terrible idea. And when they explode the island, they encounter Kong.
You got that right, sucker. King Kong.
Yeah, but in this movie they just call him Kong, alright? So anyways, after they encounter Kong, they try to take him down by shooting him, which fails, obviously. I mean, unlike the Kong from Peter Jackson film, this Kong was big enough to hold a helicopter in his hand. There's that scene where he grabbed that helicopter and the guys were looking at him like, oh, we're gonna die!
Yep, they were like, oh my gosh, we're gonna die! Somebody help us! Oh, please, somebody help us!
Get off me, you idiot.
Hey, don't call me an idiot.
Yeah. So Kong takes down pretty much every helicopter. And then Samuel Jackson's character was looking at him like, I will make you pay. And then Kong stares back at him with his eyes looking all red while the explosions were surrounding his face. That scene was pretty scary, but cool at the same time.
You got that right, sucker.
Yeah, and so the other guys, Tom Hiddleston, the girl, that one soldier guy, they went off to the village of the natives of Skull Island, and then they encountered that one military guy from World War II who grew a big beard. And he was like, whoa, 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 whoa. But you know the disappointing thing?
What would that be?
In the trailers, they show him and he says, your friend there can put that down. But it doesn't say it in that scene.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Why did people gotta rip us off like that, dude?
Because they're stupid, man. They're so stupid!
Alright, stop it. Stop it.
Fine.
And after they see him, he shows them around the village, shows them these paintings of Kong on these weird spike things. Then he shows them the skull crawler. And the skull crawlers look pretty cool. And when he's talking about the skull crawlers, they show Kong fighting two skull crawlers. One that was eating one of those huge water buffaloes.
The ones that have moss growing on them?
And it had blood all over its mouth from eating that buffalo. And then the second one came on top of a cliff about to ambush him. But Kong crushed their heads by stomping on it with his feet.
No one wants to see your feet.
And then he just roars in victory.
That was good.
Thank you. So anyways, after that, he explains more about the Skullcrawlers and his former enemy, who was now his partner, but got killed.
This is by far one of the most awesomest movies, guys. You gotta watch it. I said they have to go watch it. They need to go watch this movie right now, because it's so awesome. So awesome, I tell you. So awesome. You need to watch it. Watch it. Watch it right now. I dare you guys to go watch this right now.
Alright, get out of there. Yeah. Then they return to Samuel Jackson, interrogating the science guy, like, you're gonna tell me everything you don't know, or I'm gonna blow your head off. And so he explains he works for Monarch. And again, people, Monarch was from Godzilla. Keep good memory of every movie you watch. It's important.
Yeah, very important.
Yeah. And he explains he searches for giant monsters, like Godzilla, or in this movie, Kong.
Yeah, King Kong.
He's like, monsters exist. I really love that part, don't you?
Of course I do. It's very awesome.
And so after he explains it, and it's like, send in the cavalry, Samuel Jackson slowly walks away and says, I am the cavalry. I really like that scene. That was the best of Samuel Jackson. I love Samuel Jackson. He's awesome.
Yeah, Samuel Jackson's been in lots of movies, like Jurassic Park, Snakes on the Plane, the Pulp Fiction, the Jackie Brown movie, and let's see, what other movies was he in?
He also played in Deep Blue Sea.
Oh right, he got eaten by the no comment.
And so after everyone gets reunited, I'm getting my words mixed up. So after everyone else gets reunited, Samuel Jackson's character tries to find one of his soldiers that got separated. So they adventure in a huge boneyard full of Kong's relatives.
Man, I can't believe Kong's parents died like that. I mean, can you believe that, man?
And so they try to pass that to get to their comrade. And then the bearded guy is like, no, this place is a real no-no zone. Because he knew there were skull crawlers hiding in there.
Yeah, and you know something? Those skull crawlers do look like dinosaurs. Are they dinosaurs?
I believe so. They do look like dinosaurs. I think it's possible that they evolved by losing their legs and making their arms bigger so they could dwell underground. And if you notice, no matter how many times they got hit with a bullet, it wouldn't affect them. So I think it makes sense that if you live underground for a very long time, there are some stuffs that might hurt you, so your skin has to be super tough to avoid super heat, any type of other stuff in the ground trying to hurt you. So bullets wouldn't hurt you if you were like that.
You got that right, baby. A bulletproof.
Yeah, we all know, because you're a dragon, and dragons have tough skin.
You got that right, man.
And so... And so they encounter the skull crawler coming up to them, which is small, and it spits out bones, and one of the bones was a skull, human skull, which had this necklace saying the name of that one guy they were trying to look for. And after they take down the skull crawler, and one of the bummers about that part was it ate that one science guy.
I know, right? What a bummer. I liked him.
And I was hoping he'd live long enough to the end of the movie. Ah, don't disappoint me, Legendary. Why you gotta disappoint me like that?
Because they're stupid.
And so, there's the scene where the camera's still flashing, and I thought the Skullcrows could conduct electricity, because if you saw in the one trailer, one passed with this blue light going on its back. And now we know it was because they had a camera swallowed inside of it.
Man, they really need to stop tricking us like that.
Yep. They always trick us.
Dirty tricksters.
Tricksters. And so after they take down the Skullcrawler, they go into woods where that one guy was supposed to be. And then Tom Hiddleston's character disappoints Samuel Jackson by saying his friend is dead, and shows him the necklace. And so he wants to kill Kong, and they try to convince him not to kill him. But then they show all the necklaces of the other guys that Kong killed.
Man, he needs to let it go, man.
But he's a soldier. He just can't let the death of his men be unanswered.
Well, I guess that's understandable.
And so he gathers his men, tries to go after Kong, and the other guys try to go see where that boat they used is, and how to get off the island. Sorry.
Man, you need to stop coughing. It's ruining this interview.
I can't help it. You think I can control when I cough and when I can't cough?
I wish you could.
So anyways, when they split up, the soldier guys and Samuel Jackson's character get to that one helicopter carrying all the other stuff, using leftover bombs, anything they can use. And when the night falled, Tom Hiddleston and the photo girl...
Photo girl? Really?
I don't remember everyone's names in the movie, dude. Don't blame me.
Whatever.
And so they see where the boat is in the river, and then Kong shows up, and she just reaches out her hand and touches Kong on his mouth. And she's like, "Ah!"
She was amazed. She got to touch a giant gorilla, man.
And then Kong sees some fire going off in the distance and goes to investigate. And that's where Samuel Jackson and the soldiers prepare to attack Kong. And then there's that scene where Kong is all... Brah! I love that scene.
Dang it!
Sorry, dude.
Yeah, you better be sorry.
And so he charged them, then they
Piece
set
of
the
crap.
river on fire because they put some oil in there, then they use the rest of the explosion, and it gets knocked down. They try to kill him. But then Tom Hiddleston and the other girl come in and try to stop them. And after they keep blah blah blah, don't kill him. He has to die for killing my man. That type of stuff. A huge skull crawler, the big one, comes out of the river. And I think it's easy to tell the difference between the smaller skull crawlers and the bigger ones. Because the really huge ones have those weird spikes on their elbow, and the smaller ones don't.
Yeah, I guess it's just one of those types of things. But when I saw the movie, I noticed that those two Skullcrows Kong fought didn't have spikes.
We'll have to watch the movie again to pay close attention to the elbows, see if they have any spikes on them or not. So anyways, everyone runs except for Samuel Jackson's character. He tries to use that button to blow Kong, but Kong squishes him. And I was kind of hoping he would live to the end, sort of.
Everyone wants Samuel Jackson to win.
And so Kong and the giant skullcrawler fight. Kong loses, sort of. And then the other guys run away. And then that one soldier, who was like a crazy wacko, tries to set off some grenades to... So does when the skullcrawler eats him, it like blows up inside of him. But that skullcrawler was smarter than it looked. Because it backed away, and then he whacked him with his tail, and then he blew off on the cliff.
What a bummer. That guy was pretty awesome.
Yep. And so Kong comes back to try to fight that skullcrawler when he smashes its head with a boulder. Man, I love that scene. And did you see all the teeth in that thing's mouth?
Yeah, he's got more teeth than me. And I do have a lot of teeth. Even more than you. No offense.
And so just when it looked like Kong was about to lose, when he gets chained up to that boat and the skullcrawler's just on top of him, about to eat him, they show up with that cool boat plane thing and just start firing at that skullcrawler.
That was an awesome scene, guys. You gotta go see this movie, I'm telling you.
But then that one person, the girl, gets the skullcrawler's attention by shooting a flare gun right in its eye. Ah!
That must have hurt. No one wants to get shot in the eye.
And so the skullcrawler turns its attention to her, tries to get her, but then Kong gets out of the chains, and he uses the chains, and there's a boat propeller at the end of one of them, and uses it on the skullcrawler, and he actually, like, slits its throat with it. And then he tries to save the girl from drowning by pulling him out with his huge hand, holding her in his hand, like, is she okay? And then all of a sudden, that skullcrawler comes down and attacks. And I thought it would die when that propeller cut its throat.
They got tough throats, man. Skullcrawlers are pretty strong.
And so the skullcrawler uses its huge tongue, which has 3 fingers on it, which it uses to grab its prey and...
Don't do that!
Sorry. I just need to show the audience what skullcrawlers do.
Whatever, man.
And so the skullcrawler tries to swallow up the girl along with Kong's arm, and almost half of Kong's arm is in the skullcrawler's mouth. But then he just pulls out the tongue along with everything else attached to it, killing that skullcrawler. There.
That skullcrawler was no match for the big boss, Kong, the king of Skull Island, the monster of monsters. Well, not really the monster, but you guys get my point. So you gotta go see this movie. I'm telling you.
And then they show up at a beach where the helicopters showed up. They were saved. And then Kong comes out at the distance and roars in victory. Rah! Man, you guys gotta see this movie. It is awesome.
Yeah, 100% awesome.
Kong Skull Island is the best must-see movie right now.
You got that right, man. So awesome. Saying it for me, Spyro, the dragon.
Oh, and another fun thing. Samuel Jackson, when they were in the helicopters, he was like, you know the drill. Hang on to your butts. And if you guys have seen the first Jurassic Park movie, Samuel Jackson said, hang on to your butts. And I think that was supposed to be referencing that.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting. I never knew that. You know, I need to see Jurassic Park and watch that scene. I love Samuel Jackson. He's awesome. So awesome.
And if you guys stay long enough after the credits, which will take a really long time, and I actually had to go to the bathroom, but I was like, no, I gotta hold it in so I can see what's at the end.
That must have been torture for you.
Shut up. And so if you stay long enough for the credits, it will show that Tom Hiddleston's character and the other girl are locked in an interrogation room. Then the other 2 characters come in and it's like, Kong's not the only king. They roll some footage and they show cave paintings of Godzilla.
Oh my gosh. I cannot wait for Kong vs. Godzilla.
Not only Godzilla, they also showed Rodan, the giant pterodactyl, Mothra, the giant butterfly, and the 3-headed dragon, King Ghidorah. Oh man, that is so exciting. And that definitely links Kong and Godzilla together. And that definitely proves that Kong versus Godzilla is coming.
I know, right? I can't wait for the second Godzilla movie and Kong vs. Godzilla. It's so awesome!
Jeez, Spyro, calm down.
Don't tell me to calm down.
Yeah, so you guys gotta see this movie. If you skip the whole spoilers to this part, then we gotta say, you gotta see this movie. Right, Spyro?
Yes, they should go see it. Right now.
Nope, don't breathe fire on their faces. You guys gotta see this movie, because it's awesome. Most awesomest movie so far. Best King Kong movie since Peter Jackson. And remember, in 2020, Kong vs. Godzilla is gonna come. Remember that, guys. So I hope you enjoyed my little movie review. And I'll see you all in the next video. Watch. And also stay for lots of Spyro stuff. Spyro, shut up!